If you were born before 1966, scammers aren't just trying to trick you, they are specifically prioritizing you. According to a terrifying new warning from the FBI, criminals stole $7.7 billion last year, and your age group is their absolute favorite target. Today, I'm exposing the exact playbooks these syndicates are using right now, and I guarantee the third scam on this list is something you or your parents have already been targeted by this week. Imagine waking up, pouring your morning coffee, and logging into your bank account, only to find the balance says zero. Every dollar you worked 40 years to save, gone. This isn't a movie plot, it is happening every single day. The FBI reports that these criminals see anyone over 60 as the ultimate jackpot. They know you have a lifetime of savings, maybe a paid-off house, and a good, trusting nature. But here's the most chilling part. These aren't isolated thieves sitting in basements. They are massive, highly organized operations working on a corporate schedule, and their full-time job is to trick you into handing over your life's work. This video could literally save your retirement. So sit down, pay close attention, and please share this with your family before it's too late. Let's start with a trap that seems completely harmless. We call it the tech support Trojan horse. It usually begins on a quiet weekday morning with a simple email or a pop-up on your screen. It looks perfectly official, maybe carrying a logo you trust like Best Buy's Geek Squad, Norton Antivirus, or PayPal. The message says, your yearly subscription has just automatically renewed and your card has been charged $499. Naturally, you panic a little. You know you didn't buy that. So you do exactly what they want you to do. You call the customer service number sitting right there at the bottom of the email to dispute the charge. A friendly, helpful voice answers the phone. They apologize profusely for the mistake and promise to refund your money immediately. They just need one little favor to process the cancellation. They ask you to go to a specific website and type in a code so they can briefly connect to your computer and push the refund through. The moment you type that code and give them access, the trap snaps shut. They aren't refunding anything. They are now inside your personal computer. They can see your files, your private emails, and your saved passwords. But getting access to your computer is just step one. What they do next is where the real nightmare begins. So, the scammer is now remotely connected to your computer. They open up a black screen filled with fast-moving text and code that looks incredibly intimidating. Suddenly, their friendly tone changes to absolute panic. They tell you, "We have a massive problem. Your refund didn't go through because foreign hackers are currently inside your banking network. They are draining your funds right now." Before you can even process this terrifying news, they offer you a lifeline. They tell you they are urgently transferring you to the fraud department of your bank or even a federal agent from the FBI. A new voice comes on the line. This person sounds incredibly professional, authoritative, and calm. They know the name of your bank. They might even know a few details about your account. They tell you that your money is no longer safe at your local branch. To protect your life savings, they say you need to immediately wire your entire balance or withdraw cash to buy cryptocurrency and transfer it to a special, government-secured, safe account. They will stay on the phone with you for hours. They will even coach you on exactly what lies to tell the real bank teller if they try to stop you. And because you truly believe you are speaking to the good guys, you send the money. The heartbreaking reality is that the safe account is controlled by the scammers. Once that transfer clears, your savings vanish forever. Moving your money to a fake safe account is devastating. But what happens when the scammer doesn't pretend to be the bank, but pretends to be your own flesh and blood? This brings us to the third threat, and it is by far the most purely evil tactic on this list. It is the grandparent scam, completely supercharged by artificial intelligence. Imagine your phone ringing at 2 a.m. You answer it, half asleep, and you hear your grandson crying on the other end. He sounds terrified. He tells you he was in a terrible car accident or that he's been arrested and he urgently needs you to send bail money. He begs you, "Please don't tell mom or dad, I'm so embarrassed, just send the money." It sounds exactly like him. The pitch of his voice, the way he breathes when he's scared, the exact way he says your name, it is identical. So out of pure love and a desperate need to protect your family, you send the money. But it wasn't your grandson, it was a machine. Today, scammers only need a tiny 3-second audio clip of someone's voice to perfectly clone it. They simply steal a quick video from your grandchild's public Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok page, run it through an AI program, and suddenly they can type whatever they want and make that voice speak the words. It completely bypasses all of your logical defenses because your brain is biologically hardwired to respond to the distressed voice of a loved one. As terrifying as AI is, there's another scam that doesn't use fear at all. Instead, it uses patience, and it's quietly draining billions from retirees. Let's talk about a text message you might have received just this week. You look at your phone and see a message from an unknown number. It says something simple, like, "Hi, is this John?" Or, "Are we still meeting for golf tomorrow?" You reply, trying to be polite, and say, "Sorry, you have the wrong number." Most people would say sorry and stop texting. But this person replies back. They say, "Oh, I'm so sorry to bother you. You seem like a very kind person. Since fate brought us together, maybe we can be friends." This is the beginning of a long-term con. Over the next few weeks or even months, they text you every day. They send pictures of their morning coffee, ask about your family, and become a genuine friend or even a romantic interest. You feel a real connection. Then, very casually, they mention how much money they've been making with a new investment program. They don't push it. They just let you get curious. Once you ask them to show you how to do it, they guide you into a fake investment app, drain your money, and disappear forever. So why do smart, educated people fall for these traps? The answer lies in how these scammers manipulate the human brain. The reason these crimes are so successful is that they aren't just stealing your money. They are waging psychological warfare against you. In every single one of these scams, the criminals use two powerful weapons: urgency and isolation. They make you panic so you can't think straight. Then they isolate you. They tell you, do not tell your family. Do not trust the bank teller. They cut you off from the very people who would instantly recognize the trap and save you. And then comes the final weapon, shame. When a victim finally realizes that the tech support agent, the federal investigator, or their new online friend was actually a criminal, the embarrassment is crushing. Many older adults are terrified that if they tell their kids they lost their savings, their children will think they are losing their minds and take away their independence. So, they suffer in silence. They don't report it to the police, which means that $7.7 billion figure the FBI reported, the real number is likely much, much higher. But here is the most important truth you need to understand today. You should never feel ashamed if you fall for one of these traps because of who is actually on the other side of the screen. The money isn't going to a single hacker in a dark basement. The reality is far more terrifying. These are massive, industrial-scale scam compounds. They look exactly like legitimate corporate office buildings. They have managers, daily quotas, and carefully written psychological scripts designed by absolute experts. In many cases, the person texting or calling you is actually a victim of human trafficking themselves, trapped in a compound and forced to steal from you under the threat of violence. It is an entire industry built to bankrupt you. The sheer scale of this operation means nobody is naturally immune. The only way to stay safe is to know their playbook before they call. So how do you defeat a billion-dollar criminal empire? You do 3 simple things, starting right now. Number 1, establish a family safe word today. If you ever get a frantic call from a grandchild needing money, ask for the safe word. If they don't know it, hang up immediately. Number 2, never ever call the phone number listed in a surprise email or text message, even if it claims you owe money. And number 3, if anyone ever tells you to lie to your bank teller or asks you to move your money to keep it safe, stop. Hang up the phone. It is always a scam. These syndicates rely entirely on your silence to keep stealing. Break their power right now by sharing this video with your parents, your grandparents, and your friends. And make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a warning about the latest threats to your family's future. Stay safe and stay alert.